um, how do you think your education or level of success affects your options when dating?
I think it heavily does, but I'm gonna go more towards a socio-economic standpoint. That if you ever notice, with a lot of white daughters, they're always motivated to go to school, take a certain major, take a class in a certain building to meet a certain particular man. Whereas black women were not taught the same. And then as black women, we, have these high achievements, et cetera, but are willing to date any kind of black man because we're not ingrained with those philosophies,
Hold on, is that fact?
It is loosely, right?
It's what part fact? I don't think she said anything crazy yet.
She said that
black women has a lot of flexibility when it comes
to
a
successful black women dating down. That sounds like what she was saying.
Yeah. That it happens a lot, but even with successful,
I don't think that's like
even with successful black women or just black women in general that's doing well for themselves. If there's a woman that step forward and say, "Oh, nah, I need my man to be of a certain stature," she has a deeper meaning why versus her mama just telling her, "Make sure you get you a good man." You know what I'm saying? Her reason is not the same as the white woman's reason. Does that make sense? A little bit. The
racial part threw me off, but you was going down a good line.
I don't want it to be just a racial thing because a lot of foreign moms or foreign black moms do the same. But I
and
use
say
that
explicitly what?
Yeah, to make sure you date a man of a certain stature, and the way to find this man is to make sure you achieve certain things.
Well, yeah, all right, and I don't want to.
Am I ripping and running or
no? You're not. I want you to keep.
Okay.
I want you to keep completely okay.
And so I think I at least gave as much of an answer as I can. That's if you got anything. But does our status really affect us as a whole? No. For those that it does, is for either shallow reasons, is like Instagram or things like that, or deeper ones for them making sure that they're not ending up in a situation that they grew up in, or just that in general. But the reason of if you want a good man, you should end up in these spaces so that you could get one is not something that's common between black women.
Can I ask a question?
Okay, go ahead.
And you can answer it too.
Okay.
Do you think, and you said you went to Central, so I'm going to just assume that you got your degree and everything, but
I think you know everything.
He from Rock Hill, it's all right.
Y'all both Virgos, by the way. My fault.
Shout out to Virgos.
Okay.
I love Virgos. But would you say being more educated and having degrees, does that make it harder to date?
You want to know what's so crazy? I feel like I'm finna go on the left field with this one, but I'm gonna just say it. My mom definitely raised me, all my family, to go to school, get a degree, and we was gonna be successful. So I did that. I'm not successful. I mean, not at least yet, not to where I want to be right now. So I think that has changed my mindset looking on what successful is to me. I don't think I'm learning now that I feel like back in the day, they learned that you had to go to school to be successful. Like you had to make something of yourself. And that's how she raised us. Mm-hmm. And I feel like you don't have to do that no more. So I don't necessarily cancel out the people, the men that I'm interested in or that they're interested in me just because they don't have a degree or something, just because I feel like there's another trade that you could pick up and make more money because I got a degree.
And don't work in your field.
I don't work in my field. I'm not going to graduate school. I don't want to work in my field. It's just, I feel like it's just different. Like, I'm not where I want to be. I want to be with somebody eventually who's successful. You know what I mean? But I'm young, so.
Or at least successful at what they do.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So I guess, what I will say, a piece of like the part that you said where you said the white parents or foreign parents speak to the notion, and like even if you go like 1940s, 50s, they would tell women to go to college because that's where you meet your husband.
To find,
but this is like this is kind of like one of those things that kind of does reign true across the board, and them giving like their kids this advice kind of goes parallel with it, where in general people date within like their same socioeconomic level.
Right.
So like the people
what
that
I'm
you're
saying.
around, you're typically going to date.
Right.
So if you want to find a really good man, put yourself in the arena where really good men are at, and you'll be likely to be able to kind of date them.
Yeah, but the thing is, really good men don't have nothing to do with an occupation.
I was finna say that.
Okay,
where's that arena?
That's
at?
what-
I wanted
that's
to know
what
that.
she was
Where's
just
that
saying.
arena?
There's good
Oh,
dudes
she was
and
just
there's
saying.
good
My-
dudes
my-
and
my-
And
there's
they
good
are
dudes.
trash.
All right,
They
cool.
don't treat you
All right,
well.
so let's.
If you think about it, like I have
I
somebody
like to
that's
rebuttal real quick to exactly what you said, because we stood here earlier and we talked about accomplishments and like a certain
earlier.
no accomplishments and a certain like baseline in general.
right.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
And,
the 50K.
and so like to me like there's two pieces to the pot. Like in general, like no matter like how you want, like whatever our opinion is and our anecdotal evidence, in general, people date people with that they're around. That just is what it is.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I'll kind of leave it there. And I'll let you kind of take it.
Oh no, I thought that you were coming. I thought that you were kind of going against what I said. So I don't have
Against
any.
him,
I agree
what?
with what you. I agree with what you're saying. People typically date people that are in the closest proximity to them. So like people date people that they go to work with because they are around them all the time.
Right.
People date people in their neighborhoods because they see them all. So I agree. So like you would generally based in your neighborhood.
And we just
Did
talked
you-
about like Via just said how you have an income basement for a guy.
Yeah.
So like likely making sure that you're able to put yourself in that same arena for whatever you like. And this is why like earlier I said like there's a bunch of different things, like age is one, socioeconomic status in which you want to be at is another big one.
Right.
Like there's a lot of things that come down into the vetting stage depending on what each person is looking for.
Q, you just said something, so I'm sure a lot of women would like to know, where do they find these good men that you're talking about?
Well,
A good man is very definition to you.
I was
First
just
of
about
all,
to say that. Like that's such
My
a
fault
hard
not
one.
to steal you.
Because like Tone, you are like
Define a good man, Lord.
like for like yeah, I'll just like so for you, example, a woman that is really Christian based, it don't matter too much what like you check that box 100%. If that is the top of the line for everything that she wants, you are the good man for it.
Right.
And you like it's nothing else.
Oh,
Like-
no, I still got some issues, but I
No, but you understand what I'm saying. Like we just did a list. We just did a list last week. Like if
Yeah, I'm
that's
with
the,
you though.
like, and if that's what she wants for a good man, if you want a traditional guy that supplies everything in their household, XYZ, Rail is the guy for her. That's a good man.
Yeah, no.
Like,
and
it really depends on what that person is looking for. So, like, depending on what you want, what your like socioeconomic status, like it depends on what you
Hey,
want.
I propose we actually solidify that. I like that
What's
answer.
solidify?
Yeah, I like with like fucking saying what you saying. No, but what I'd say is that like I think that like I said, as an individual, like as a man, I believe that you should have a standard for yourself. Just like I said earlier, I think you should have a level of accountability and a standard for yourself. But that doesn't have anything to do with like I don't believe that like with me. If I was single, like I wouldn't go into a situation caring about finance.
Yeah,
it's not about most of the women that I know that have dated a dude that make good money was treated like shit.
Okay.
Most of the women that I know, yes, they made like 6-figure. Those dudes, they have to do more work. They have to work harder to keep them,
and they come
and then
home they
just gonna do what they gonna do.
Yeah.
They just gonna do what they gonna do and move how they gonna
Projection
move.
is real.
And at the end of the day,
Because at work they a bitch.
I said projection is real.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
that's,
Hey, we have
like,
trades.
that agrees with what you're saying.
yeah, no,
Are we
I-
still
I-
using threads?
I got
Because that would be a good poll.
Say it again.
Are we still using threads? Because that would be a good poll. I'm curious about like what the experience of women who have had these 6-figure men.
6-figure men.
I want to hear
Right.
more of this. How
do
do they get
exercise
treated?
the options?
Yeah.
And so, and I
Is there also
want to get into
statistically the men
this.
that beat their women
The
more?
the specifics.
I
I can't even get it out. The specifics.
bro.
I would like the question to be framed as women who have dated men like 5 years plus, maybe even 3. I wouldn't even give 5. 5 might be too long. 3 years plus, 6 figures. What is it like? What was the second half of it? Because in the beginning, it all funds and thrills.
Mhm.
He dropping a bag on you, but your 3-year mark, what it's like, babe?
Hey,
Hey,
matter of
this
fact,
is-
y'all are women with a friend group. I love to hear y'all experiences.
You asking? Oh, my people
Yeah,
don't
'cause
date
y'all
no
please
6-figure
report
man.
Oh my bad.
I would love that for us though. In Jesus' name, hallelujah. For 2024. Venezuela.
Hey, even
Send the 6-figure. Let me stop.
hey, even after
now
we
you
just,
should have. I was gonna clip that one right there.
Go ahead.
and that was crazy. Even after we just said that they hold the most L's,
Yeah. What?
the women dating the men.
Oh, yeah.
You were still with it.
Yeah, I am. Like, at least with me and my man now, we shift back and forth in our seasons. Like, who's on the come up, who's not on the come up, and when
That's
he's
healthy
not on
shit.
the come up, I could never see. Like, I'm so blinded. So in the you choose who you fall in love with, and then the delusion comes. I can see the delusion now. In the beginning, no, but now it's like I don't see you no different, babe. You still hot as hell.
That's
you know what I'm
healthy.
saying?
That's
you know,
healthy.
like
That's healthy.
I don't
And
see
how long
that.
have y'all been together?
Child, this is our best year yet.
You said how long have y'all been together?
But we've been dealing with each other for like what 2 years now.
Okay, that's healthy.
Yeah, 3 years. Yeah,
Especially having it earlier too. It's
Yeah,
healthy.
yeah.
That's where you go get. You know what I mean? You fuck around and build something earlier.
You know,
most
absolutely.
people have to wait long times to actually
before they even get
experience
to that.
these real
Right.
You know what I mean? And it becomes it's a uncharted waters.
Right.
When you
right.
done been dating somebody for 7 years and then all of a sudden shit changed that ain't never changed before.
and you're not
And
willing to deal with that.
Yeah. It's good to have those experiences early because then that you know what I mean. You can actually build a
And
solid
I
foundation
agree.
on that.
Yeah,
You can
because
build a solid foundation on that.
at least in the beginning for us, I was just like, why is this so hard? Like, I just thought that this supposed to be the thrills part. And then I'm young too. Like, what's going on? You fucking up my 20s. But as we're, you know what I'm saying? As we, not even from that sense, but like if I'm dating somebody in my 20s, like I should feel like Cinderella. You should be Prince Charming, but it's not that sweet, right?
You talking about like 24?
Yeah.
If you dating anybody your age, bro, it take a minute to get your shit together.
For real, yeah. For real.
Early niggas in their mid 20s be struggling.
Struggling.
Hard in your
Listen, in my mid 20s, you had to value me off my artistic expression. Listen, I had a smooth look. I could talk really well, and if we just sat down and I can fuck some shit up here.
And that's funny because
I wasn't
Gemini
dishing this shit
too.
out.
Potential. He a Gemini as well, so he definitely has a witty way of speaking. And I just had to hold on to that.
We got a few comments. I'm
Okay.
gonna go over here real quick. First of all, people are asking about your sweatshirt.
Mine?
Yeah, so tell them where they can find it at.
Plug that.
So this is first of all represents North Carolina Central University in Durham, North Carolina. Have a brand Capsulated Cruise. We're Capsulated Cruise on IG. Buy B&B on Etsy. Or just follow me on IG. Buy B&B. DM me. I'll send you the link. I have one for St. Aug that comes in white, gray, ash gray, navy blue. I have one for Shaw that also comes in this maroon and gray. And this one specifically comes in black, ash gray, maroon.
Damn, I wish we would have told you to put.
Oh,
bring
sandstone.
Some. I have bought some off you.
Child.
Right now. Today.
You
got some in the trunk?
Nah, I did, and I emptied out my trunk. I would have gave you one.
You're gonna have to go order it off this.
You gonna have to
order it.
Giving shit.
Order it.
You allow him to purchase one.
Now I would have gave it to you.
That's what
I
we
said the word
believe in.
bought.
No, I know that's. I mean, we believe in that around here.
we
We ain't those type folk.
Yeah,
We ain't those type folk.
It's really no big deal, but no, I feel it though, because that's another thing for 2024 for me as well. Standing on business and stop giving out free work.
Shit,
You know what I'm saying?
And especially
This
at this
is another
age,
topic.
I know, right?
If somebody your friend, they should respect it.
They should, right?
straight up.
For sure.
Hey,
So I just be so nice. I'm like, just have it. Pay me back
20s, I understand you
later.
be kind of.
Hey, we ain't gonna go here, but I think
You trying to go there?
No, I ain't about to go there.
Everything got legs today. You ain't seen how many legs.
Oh no,
there
I'm
are?
gonna just pin it real quick.
Yeah.
But I think that a really
Centipedes.
good future topic is when is it not a good time to stand on business? I think that's almost becoming toxic. But we'll leave that away.
I can't imagine not a good time.
It's just standing on all kind of business that's not necessary.
All right, we're running towards 3 hours, so I'm gonna read these comments and we're gonna move on.
Okay.
Dating down is for women only because most men can care less on what your status is.
Lies. That's a lie.
It is.
He said dating down is what?
For women only. Because most
but then
men
we also
can care
got to
less
think about like.
But he said most men could care less.
on what
What
your
he
status
mean
is.
though? Oh, I see where he coming from. That is the
I was about to say.
Okay, because in my mind, when I heard status, right, I'm like, a man is not going to date a woman that doesn't put off a certain lifestyle for him or a certain
but it's not
experience
based
for him.
on. But it's not based
but
on.
right, my status, I feel you.
But that's
My
what I'm about to
fault.
say. Like dating down for a man would kind of be different
than what it is for women.
Because,
Right.
like, the
That's what I
value
was trying to
system-
say. Yeah, that's what I was really trying to get at.
Agreed.
My fault.
That's a
My fault.
we got a couple.
And a nigga with
topics
money
here.
ain't got like they usually ain't got a busted female beside them.
Oh yeah,
Right. That's what I was trying to
Unless
say.
they
A
had
man will
3
never
years.
date down in that way. And so,
Hey.
and that's what
And
my
Unc got a
man.
comment
That's
about
what my
that.
mind ran to.
Unc said, "This bread I got has me being able to make multiple sandwiches. That is the thought of dudes with good money."
Oh my God.
All right.
And he said
Okay.
success should be a feeling of self-gratification, but most people think that it comes from the appreciation of others.
Right.
Agreed.
Yeah.
100%. That one right there is a
That's
gem.
bars right there.
Who is
appreciate that one.
why he be dropping gems in here?
Hey,
Why
I'm trying
not?
to make
That-
multiple sandwiches though. That's
Yeah,
all.
that's a friend of the pod.
Hey, multiple sandwiches all 2020.
Matter of fact, that's family to the pod, I guess. you would say.
Right. At